On October 3rd, 2023, Paramount Pictures released Mean Girls in its entirety for free on their TikTok account, and just a few months prior, Apple TV posted a full episode of their hit series Silo on Twitter. Sounds a bit counterintuitive, right? And it doesn't just end there. HBO is currently in the process of making every single episode of Last Week Tonight available on its YouTube channel, and Netflix has an entire playlist with some of their best documentaries available for free. So what exactly is going on here? Why would an industry notorious for giving their best to prevent you from watching anything at all for free, that has spent decades in fighting online piracy with lawsuits and supporting government legislations that led to worldwide protests and demonstrations, suddenly change gears like that? Well, the answer starts with the current media landscape. Think about streaming services. Back in the day, they used to be a really good deal. So much so that they actually led to a noticeable decrease in online piracy. We had just a few major streaming services, and they were all convenient, fairly priced, and had a huge library of content. However, streaming has become a major part of the business, with currently over 1 billion people subscribed to at least one streaming service, and of course, everybody wants a bigger piece of the pie. Nowadays, it feels like everyone has their own streaming service, exclusively to host their own content, which is okay, I'm not necessarily against it, but at the same time, we're seeing a steady increase in pricing as well as a crackdown on password sharing. So, in some strange way, we've actually went full circle where now online piracy is back on the rise because of streaming services. It is pretty simple really, streaming has gotten less convenient and more expensive. People are a lot less likely to have multiple streaming services, which also means that it is going to be a lot more difficult to convince someone to subscribe to a new streaming service just so they can see that new show everyone is talking about or a movie they were kinda on the fence about. So in some cases, a trailer is simply not enough, which is exactly why they give you an entire episode, in the hopes of it being so good that it will hook you up and hopefully convince you to go over there, subscribe, and watch the entire season. It is also a fantastic promotional tool. It is earned media, which is free. It is a piece of content that lives exactly where the conversation about it takes place. In my opinion, the best example of this is the way HBO is doing it with Last Week Tonight. Basically, the show has a few different segments, but it always consists of one big main story, and their strategy for years has been to upload that one to YouTube the day after it airs on their platform. It is brilliant. People who do not have Max get to enjoy it. People who do have Max still have the perk of watching it a little bit earlier with some extra content, and people who might have otherwise never heard about it are exposed to it thanks to the YouTube algorithm. They've gained almost 10 million subscribers and over 3 billion views on this channel, which very well may be more than they've actually gotten on the streaming service itself. Plus, they have a nice little CTA at the end of each video, so giving away content for free must have definitely paid off. It is an interesting conversation, and there's an even more interesting case with the movie The Man from Earth. Basically, like most movies, it got leaked to an online piracy website, but for some reason, it generated a lot of buzz there, it became quite popular, and the director of the movie actually thanked everyone who downloaded it illegally, because otherwise, according to him, not as many people would have heard about it. And he meant it, because when he made a sequel, he himself was the one who leaked it to torrent websites, and included a message in the beginning which said it's okay, and prompted people to donate what they think is fair in case they enjoyed the movie.
It's a global experiment in the honor system. We're asking people, if you watch our movie and you like it, will you pay something directly to the people who made it?
As for Mean Girls, it served as a promotion for the then upcoming reboot of the film and capitalized on a TikTok trend, a very much illegal one by the way, in which users would break down existing movies into a bunch of short clips and upload them directly to the platform. So, what does all of this mean for the future of distribution? Are we going to get movie theaters with vertical screens, or maybe premieres on social media? I guess time will tell.